Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Drilling down, circling back, and finding synergy. It's the Audience of One show on Conroe's 106.1 and 104.5 FM, streaming on irlonestar.com, and available wherever you get your podcasts from. On today's show, we discuss a loaded Amazon package, long-distance kissing, and making your own highlight reels. I am Andrew, maestro of the run sheet, next to the guy who always finds a way to get what he needs. It's Dick. People want to tell me their problems. Schisler.
What's up? I'm a little loud.
It's a little hot.
Yeah,
I could
sorry
hear
about that.
I could hear you rummaging around back there through your mic, like that rat in your car. Harold, yeah.
Yeah, Harold, man, I miss that guy.
Do you really?
That was a real soulmate of mine.
Aw, enticing the.
If I did the right thing and took him out.
Right. A little bit of cheese, huh? Is that how you got him? It was poison and poison cheese?
No, it was like that cool poison that dries them out so they go search for water.
That's right. I'm so thirsty.
And then they're dead. Because that's how you get them out of places.
Because that sounds real humane. I don't know what would have been
Why did one
worse,
have
to be
to
honest with
die, Barbara?
you. That's true. That's true. Speaking of cheese, you know what, Dick?
Chase?
Let's rank the cheeses. On
Nah.
today's show, everyone, we're going to rank the cheeses.
That's such a
Some
lame-
smoked Gouda, maybe a little bit of Havarti. I don't know, man.
Why
kidding.
do people got to rank them?
Well, there are some cheeses that are better than others. Just ask Harold. He'll tell you this one
That's
makes me
true.
really thirsty, a little salty.
Yeah. I think every cheese has its place.
Huh?
Yeah, that's how I wouldn't rank them. I'd be like, every cheese has its place. Like
So
I
not one is greater than the other.
had a barbecue sandwich with blue cheese from Tejas Burger. It was I saw it and I was like, "What is this?" And the guy was like, "Oh, this. I'm like, "I'll try it." It was not bad.
Yeah, but blue cheese is not good. I'm here to tell you, and all the listeners,
Yeah, but there's a preference.
there's something wrong with blue cheese. I'm sure there is. It's just the wrong preference.
That's fine. It was all right. That place is pretty good though. Tejas Barbecue's pretty good.
Good. Shout out to Tejas.
Oh, did I tell you about the weed chocolate?
Weed chocolate.
Yeah.
No,
All
but
right.
I have a feeling you're about to.
So there's a chocolatier there. So it's called Tejas Barbecue and Chocolate something. So-
Chocolatier.
yeah, so they have like a little separate area, not separate, it's like in the same room, but it's all chocolate. And there's this young kid in front of me, probably like 4 or 5, and then her dad. And the kid's like, "Oh, chocolate." And then the dad's like, "Okay, we'll get you some, son. We'll get you some. Why don't you pick one out?" And he's like, "I want the Frankenstein." And the guy's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that Frankenstein has tea or whatever in it." And then the kid's like, couldn't understand why he
Yeah,
couldn't.
he didn't understand
Didn't
that.
understand that. And then he's like, "All right, son, you got to choose another one." He's like, "Oh, I want the sun."
Yeah, that one
The
too.
sun face. That one too.
Yeah, that's called.
That-
How about you just show me the ones that aren't
yeah,
illicit?
that's what he said. Like, hey, just package up ones that don't have it, and we're good. It was the funniest thing. I was like, oh, I guess that's a
I
problem.
guess that's where we're at these days.
selling THC or what a weed infused chocolate. This young kid's trying to get it. That's probably not a good idea though to have that.
No, because if that dad takes it home, sets it down on the kitchen cabinet, it looks just like regular chocolate.
Well, I wouldn't really worry. That's kind of on the
Little
parents.
Johnny
I'm
gonna
in
see
as a-
the
I'm
he's
in
gonna
as
see
a
the other
business.
side, you know.
I mean, as the business, like it looks like a cool chocolate counter with all the chocolates, and they're all fancy and they all look good. You ever been to like one of those old school chocolatier places?
Yeah, I'm sure at the front of the store they have something behind a counter that looks pretty fancy.
Everything looks delicious.
Yeah, you probably had in New Orleans, I think, is the last place I saw that.
Well, there's one in the Strand, and in Galveston, and grew up there, and that place is pretty baller. They make all the taffy in front of you, all that kind of cool stuff. But anyway, I was like, well, I wonder how many times they get asked that, and they have to warn the customer. Oh, that has weed in it. Welcome to Tejas Barbecue. We sell weed.
Speaking of kids, I was out front doing some lawn work earlier this week.
Ooh, did you hire anybody?
And no, I'm doing it myself. Thank you very much.
I thought you were trying to help out the neighborhood kids.
And some kids came by on the school bus, like the daily 4:30 school bus that comes by, and you could hear them just making all kinds of racket on that thing as they went by.
Yeah.
And it reminded me, bus kids. I didn't ride the bus as a kid. I don't know about you.
I did
bus
for
kids-
half of my schooling.
Bus kids were a little bit different than the non-bus riding kids. To me, they always seemed a little bit rougher. Like they had this entire new frontier to claim domain over the bus. You know?
I didn't have a problem because I grew up with 5 older brothers and sisters, so my parents were kind of like, "We're not going to drive you to school. You're going to go take the bus."
Mm-hmm.
Because you actually have friends.
Well, I think there was a tier system too, right? So if you had the kids who walked or rode their bikes to school, those guys were the toughest, right? They were probably the most likely to start smoking, right? And then you had your bus
Well,
riders.
they have that freedom. That's the only
Right.
true freedom time they have is
Exactly.
between going to from school.
And then you had your bus riders.
And then you had the option to leave school whenever you wanted to.
Yeah, for some flimsy
you got
reason,
your
too. You got
bike.
your transpo. You got some
Yeah.
awesome pegs in the front. You could have your friends ride on the front. And then last in the pecking order is the people who had their parents drive them to school. They got beat up by the bus riding kids, I have a feeling.
Now, I remember when I moved to you're going to love this. This is typical me. When my parents started dropping me off as I got older, right, like probably like 13, I just told them to pick me up at 5 p.m.
Even though school got out at like
At 3.
3:30.
Yeah.
What are you doing for 2 hours unsupervised?
Well, one, I got tired of hearing how long the line was.
right.
You know, it's
Okay.
like, oh, sorry.
Well, we can solve this. Just don't pick me up till 5.
And then I was like, you know what?
the teacher's already going
I
home.
can already do my homework and stuff while waiting for you. That's what I'll do.
Homework, right.
Well,
That's what you told them.
that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I was like, yeah, don't pick me up till 5. And I remember like after a while, that was the thing. So I had my little area right in front of the pickup area. And everyone always asked me, it's like, are your parents not going to pick you up today? I'm like, no, they're going to be here at 5. And so they're just like, are you going to play sport? Nope. I'm just going to sit right here and
Homework.
homework.
Smoke some, doodle. Homework.
Weed chocolate.
Right. You bring up an interesting point. There is an elementary school near my estate. I believe they get out at 3:30. This one school, and parents will start lining up at around 2:45.
Because they can be first.
But that makes no sense because you're still waiting in line for 45 effing minutes before the school lets out.
Yeah, we could probably
So
wait.
either you're going to wait
you
before
could probably end
or you're
up,
going to wait
have you-
after.
have
You're
you-
still going to wait.
Have you seen Willis High School?
It makes no sense. Have I seen it? Yeah.
Have you seen it when it's pickup time?
No, I don't think I've driven by when it's pickup
It like
time.
almost goes 2:45.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, there's a lot of kids there.
Yeah, and so I mean that's
They
a
need to
real
start
thing.
walking or riding their bike.
Yeah,
or
take
the
the
bus.
Yeah, the bus was always cool for me. I loved the bus.
Yeah, was it a little ruckus? I mean, were there fights and stuff on the bus? I just imagine them being pretty rough. That's where transactions occurred. You got some dirty mags and stuff exchanged on the bus.
No, I don't really remember that kind of stuff. Usually that's when we made our plans, what we were gonna do, that weekend, like what game we were gonna play.
Kind
or-
of hood rat stuff you were going to get into.
Yeah, that was
Right.
the planning period. That 20 minutes, 30 minutes
See,
on the bus.
this is 20, 30 minutes with your friends that I didn't have. Huh?
That's true.
See?
And
Like I said, I was always scared of you kids.
what I love hearing the now bus stories because apparently it's a mess. Whatever. Like my sister one time was telling me, she had 4 kids in school at the same time, and for some reason, one bus would pick up one kid at like 5:45 in the morning, and then the latest kid was like 8:10 or something like that.
It's like half your day is spent just shuttling the kids out to the
That's
bus stop.
basically she's like it's really inconvenient.
Yeah, it's because they use the same buses, I think, for
Yeah.
all 3, like junior high, elementary, and high school.
It's pretty-
So I
it
got to
was-
cycle them at different times.
It was pretty funny.
Speaking of kids, and when you're around children, assuming that the statute of limitations is expired, do you talk to children in like baby talk, or do you talk to them like regular adults?
I speak to them like regular people, and then when they don't understand, then I'm like, oh, that's right, I'm talking to a child.
I think it's a good thing to start talking to children like adults as soon as possible. I heard some lady the other day with her children just baby talking, and this kid had to have been like
I baby
6
talk
or 7.
Freddie.
Yeah,
is probably
pet's a little
silly.
different. I think it's a little different with a puppy.
She's reached the new level of annoyance for me though,
Uh-oh.
because now she loves to give me kisses, and so if I'm asleep or something, she'll get up and try to hug me, but her hugs mean her paws in my face, and so I'll wake up with like scratches all over my face just because she wants me to pet her. Now,
Do you think dogs ever have a bad day?
oh yeah,
Like they wake up and they're like, man, I just didn't quite get that squirrel yesterday, and I got a dingleberry the size of a quarter hanging back there. It's just not going to be my day, man.
oh yeah, I can tell when Freddie's had a bad day.
But how? Like, what could possibly go on that make a dog have
If
a bad?
if it rains,
Oh no, like I can't go outside. I figured she'd be excited about that because then she'd
no,
go
it's
get
weird.
muddy.
She got traumatized at one point. I mean, she definitely was born during Harvey, so I don't
Oh,
really
maybe.
know if that
We
was
found
part
her
of it.
floating
That'd be wild, wouldn't it?
down a ravine.
No, I don't really know. But every time it rains, she just hides.
Yeah, I think that's pretty common, especially the thunder, the lightning scares a lot of dogs.
That's why I love the Thunder Buddy.
Thunder Buddy.
Yeah, it's like a vest you put on a dog.
Oh, it's like a weighted blanket.
Yeah,
right.
no,
Yeah.
what's great about it is
And it covers their ears up, maybe.
we used to take her wherever we went, and we were visiting some parents. They had a little dog. I'm like, Freddie's gonna eat this little dog.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had this Thunder Buddy. We always travel with it. And so when I put it on her, it's like you comatose her. And she would just be like just laying down, just like staring into nothing because it's
The thunder blanket.
the Thunder Buddy.
Oh, Thunder Buddy.
So anytime
That's what you need to tell your next dates. I want to be your Thunder
yeah,
Buddy.
but like it is wild when you put it on her because she just doesn't move. She's like, I'm just
I think it's because it's a consistent weighted all throughout their entire body.
Yeah.
They feel kind of
so
secure
when
or
she's
something.
annoying me, I just put it on
Does
her.
it go over her ears too?
No, it covers her from her like neck all the way to her
And
back.
it works, huh?
And it like straps on like a vest. But yeah, right when you put it on, her personality shifts to like I've been coding and I'm just gonna lay here.
Interesting. I'm
Like
gonna have
food,
to look that up.
food doesn't even excite her. Like, oh, you want a treat? Doesn't move. She's like, she just looks up. It's like,
I've got the Thunder Buddy.
I want to.
Remove Thunder Buddy, please.
Well, at first I thought she was.
This thunder sucks.
Well, at first I thought it was too tight, and I was slowly
Suffocating
suffocating
her.
her. I was like,
Storm doesn't
this
bother
is
me because
totally
I'm
different.
dead. Yeah.
No, I mean that's. It's kind of funny.
Oh
But,
my gosh.
But you know, you talk about young kids. What's funny is I was teaching my nephew to do some stuff, like how to replace the battery in the tractor and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And he just wasn't listening. And it wasn't like he was just being a kid. He was just kind of like checking his phone and everything. And I was thinking to myself, was I like this when I was that age? Because I learned it at one point.
Had to have.
But I was like, I got mad at him because he wasn't paying attention. I'm like, why are you here?
Maybe you need to put one of them Thunder Buddies on him to hold him down and
Yeah.
get his attention.
Yeah. No, dude. I got really frustrated with him. I was like, I'm getting frustrated with you. I don't know what to do. I want you to leave.
It's because you're not an app on his
Because
phone.
you're not helping me right now. You're more of a hindrance.
Make it into a first-person shooter game somehow, and that'll hold his attention.
Yeah. True dad.
Dick, I went looking for an album the other day.
Yeah? Like a record?
Yeah, a record
Like
at,
a vinyl?
at an antique store. And I came across a Johnny Winter album.
Okay.
This was not what I was looking for, and I put a picture in the, or a link to the picture in the run sheet. I want you to show all of our viewers.
All right. He's up.
What we're looking at here is an album from Johnny Winter, and
Isn't he blind?
what the hell? Is he? Because if he's blind, I guess that makes a little bit more sense.
No, he's not. I was thinking of
Because
somebody else.
this looks like he just took a massive bong rip. You got one eye that's almost closed, the other one partially open. He's looking up into the to the sky, into the over blue yonder. I can't imagine looking at that picture and saying, "Yep, putting that on my album cover." Isn't it the strangest
I like it.
picture you've seen? Needless to say, I did not buy the album, but I did
You-
make note of it.
You need to bring the choker back.
Yeah, he's wearing a choker there.
You need to bring that back. No, actually, what this looks like to me is they're at a photo shoot.
Yeah, he's about to
And
flip his hair.
they were taking several photographs while he's doing something, and this is like one of those in-between photos.
Yes.
And I imagine Johnny Winter has a great personality, and he's like, that one. And the guy's like, "You sure? Like, we have all these great shots of you." No, I want that one
This almost looks
because
like...
that's what I would choose.
Right, yeah, it kind of looks like if Weird Al was doing an album cover trying to impersonate Johnny Winter. I don't know.
I always enjoy.
Thing's probably 45 years old. And
I always
here we are
enjoy
discovering it for the
men.
first time. Excuse me,
I
what?
always enjoy men that wear a lot of jewelry, especially rings,
Why?
because I feel like that would drive me nuts.
It's a look.
Like it's just a dedicated look.
It is. I'm not a jewelry guy.
Because I always find myself, especially if I wear a watch, they still get caught on stuff, and I'm like, I hate this. No,
on your meth pipe.
yeah,
I hate that. Yeah, I think that
it's
watches.
a choice. I'm not judging it.
No, and I know that watches aren't nearly as popular as they used to be since the advent of the smartphone. Everybody just checks the time on their phone now, so that's definitely one thing that I used to wear that I don't anymore. But man, I don't wear any other kind of jewelry.
No, because I was thinking the other day, do you think at one point, when does it cross over from like, oh, you're just dressing up to where the next line is you're putting on a costume?
Yeah, you're correct.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, we've had this conversation before, right? Where if you become famous and part of your fame is your look, as you get older, and even while you're in the middle of your fame, you have to consistently dress up like that. Even when you're, I don't know, Prince going out to the Circle K, you still have to dress like Prince.
Yeah, but Prince isn't that crazy looking, is he?
I
I always thought he
mean-
just wore dark colors and always wore a button-down silk shirt.
Yeah, no. Who's the example that the guy who tore his crotch when
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz. There, he's got to always wear the
Like Elton John.
bandanas out in public. He's always got to be Lenny Kravitz, even when he's going to just get a latte or something. And I imagine it is a fine line in between
Yeah,
clothing
I was
and
thinking that the other
cosplay.
day. I was like, man,
It's got to suck.
Yeah.
Just let it go, guys. Just let it go.
Well, I mean,
well,
I imagine women have
here's to you, Johnny
more
Winter.
dynamic to that because I mean,
They have more options with their clothes, that's for sure.
Yeah, I guess. But when do you think? What's the line?
I think he's past it. Whatever it
Putting
is.
on a costume.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a defined line. I can tell you that. It's pretty blurry. But
I think if you put on a choker, that's
Now
my
it's a
first.
costume?
My first thought was like, that's got to be a costume
well, he's
because a
living
choker's a choice. Like that's a strong choice.
it. What did it say? The name of that album is "Still Alive and Well." Well, looks like he's barely hanging in there in that picture.
Did you wear like one of those puka shell chokers?
No comment. It was the 90s, all right? It was the 90s. Not necessarily puka shell, but certainly a beaded choker. You know, why not?
You look like one.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it was the 90s. Again, everybody was wearing one. If you didn't, you was square. All right, buddy, let's go
Yeah, I
ahead and
guess.
kick off this
I think
show.
the wildest thing I wore were skating shoes.
Skating?
Yeah, as I skateboarded,
Oh.
and I got skating
Some Vans?
Well, no, they were like thicker.
Airwalks?
They were thicker. I forgot what the brand was called, but they were thicker leather, so when you fall and stuff, it wouldn't hurt. And my parents always had that, like, you get one pair of shoes. So, and I was like, well, I need skate shoes.
I used to wear skate shoes as well, and they would have a pad on the side of them, so when you did some awesome ollies and you drug your feet along the grip tape of the board,
Yeah,
it wouldn't tear them up as easy.
that's what I'm saying. But they
Skate
felt
shoes,
like I was
bruh.
wearing space shoes because they were a little thicker.
Yeah.
and
think
I
they were
was
probably
and I was a skinny kid,
They were probably Airwalks.
so no telling. But I
telling.
felt ridiculous in them after I wore them just for like going to school. I was like, I don't want to wear these because I feel like
That and you couldn't skate, so
I could
there
skate.
was that.
I could skate.
Mm-hmm.
I could do it.
Could you go off a launch ramp?
Yeah.
Do a little indie?
I think the most stairs I did was like 7 stairs. I was like,
Look at you.
that was the
Before the knee incident.
yeah,
Yeah.
way before.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. All right,
Now I'm deathly afraid to ride a bicycle.
No, I don't walk downstairs. All right, let's go ahead and kick off this show, and we're going to start off with a bang. No pun intended, or maybe just a small one. A Minneapolis man had to hand off his latest Amazon delivery to police after finding a loaded handgun inside of his package delivery. That's a Ruger, a loaded expletive Ruger, said Travis Mier in a video he recorded shortly after making the discovery on February 12. This is nuts, man. I'm not sure that I would react quite like Travis did and freak out and make a video about it, but I am going to say I'd be a little surprised. I think this really just does get to the point of how many guns we have here in the U.S., to where somebody can accidentally just leave one in a package. And this guy was probably at an Amazon delivery, or a fulfillment center, and was looking around like, oh, damn it, where's my 9mm?
Oh, remember that gentleman who left a gun in his shoe?
There was a guy who, he left one in his shoe.
Yeah, that was
and
great.
Didn't we have a guy that was at a fast food restaurant and he
people-
accidentally had a gun fall out of his sleeve into the bag, the delivery
Yeah.
bag? I mean, come on.
No, the shoe one's my favorite though, because he was trying to kill. What was he trying to kill? Like a bug?
Yes.
or something.
A roach.
A
yes.
roach with his shoe, and the gun went off, and he shot himself.
That is correct.
I mean, that's pretty great.
I think he threw the shoe, forgot there was a pistol in the shoe.
Yeah,
And I do believe this gentleman was handicapped and was only wearing one shoe. So in his defense, that's a pretty decent place to hide your piece.
that's pretty funny.
But yeah, this guy, I don't know. It doesn't say in this what he was ordering. Maybe it was a Kohler poop camera, and it came with the pistol instead. So, Dick, if this happened to you, and
Okay, hypothetically.
hypothetically,
Okay.
and you get a nice piece delivered to you by accident,
Oh, I would immediately contact one of my family members who's an officer and be like, "Hey, is this gun registered?"
no, sweet, I can go commit all kinds of crimes now.
That's what I would do. I immediately try to see if it's registered.
Well, of course, he contacted customer
Otherwise,
service.
free gun, right?
That's what I was going to say is, if it's a nice piece, do
And
you,
then, of
do
course,
you say anything?
Of course, Amazon shows up 3 weeks later. Sir, we are pretty sure you have one of the handguns that was accidentally placed in your package. What are you talking about?
I don't think you can buy guns on Amazon, right?
Well,
I don't think you can.
If it accidentally was in a package, someone was notified there's a handgun. And I feel like Amazon would contact you, be like, "Hey, did you find any things that weren't supposed to be in there?"
Well, when he contacted customer service, it was funny. They said he said they were flabbergasted, saying, "I don't think that was us." He's like, "Well, yeah, it was actually, because it just showed up here with the gun." He said it led to a 30-minute conversation where they said, "We don't know what to do with the gun, so we've contacted our higher ups, and you should hear from them in about 24 to 48 hours." But 2.5 weeks later, not a single response, at least not at the time of the writing of this article.
There you go.
So the Minneapolis police officers did quickly come by to pick up the gun.
Yeah. That's a mistake.
Yeah, speaking of mistake, this is kind of interesting, Dick, and I think this is a lesson for you here. But when a father and daughter...
I love to learn.
Do you?
I love
Okay.
to learn.
Well, this is a learning moment. A father and daughter went to a cafe earlier this month. This says it's in, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Ontario. Guelph? Guelph? Guelph?
Guelph?
Ontario.
Goof?
I don't know how to say it, man.
I like it.
It says this guy's name is Jonathan Puddle, and his daughter Emmy went to a cafe in February. And soon after, though, that an image of the pair taken from a security camera and shared online by the Guelph Police Service
Oh, that's great.
was then seen by tens of thousands of people as investigators tried to track down the duo. Now, you might be thinking, what the heck? This guy just took his daughter to a cafe. Why would they suddenly go viral? Well, apparently they were mistaken, or he was mistaken, as a child trafficker. And they thought that he fit the profile of someone who was tracking a young woman.
Okay, what's so strange to me, I pulled up the picture. Their profile shot of the daughter and father, they do look related.
Yeah. But I think you need to be careful dating younger women. This could easily happen to you. Could be a legitimate date and someone thinks you might be abducting her.
You think so?
I mean, I'm just...
I think that'd be kind of hilarious if I was in that scenario.
He said that somebody came up to him and asked, "Can you explain how you're related to her?" And he said, "Yeah, this is my daughter." The man who questioned Puddle, who later identified himself as Logan, said he was trying to get a good look at Emmy, his daughter, during the interaction to see if she was in danger. You know how they'll do this. You kind of look at the child to see if they're going to send you any signals. You know, like blink twice if you're abducted, blink once if you're okay. She didn't really help much. She was just kind of clammed up and didn't say anything. The two said they didn't think anything else besides that was really unusual about the visit until they get back home, and a few days later, they're famous, and his picture is plastered everywhere.
This reminds me
Yes.
of you ever gone to like a hospital or a doctor's office or wherever where they have those signs in the bathroom that are basically saying like if you're a victim of
Child trafficking.
or
Human trafficking.
like take this sticker and put it on whatever. And I was in there and I saw one of those and like 10 of the stickers were missing.
Oh my.
And I was sitting there going like, that is not a good look.
No.
And
But knowing you'd take them and stick them on your buddy's back as a joke.
no, that would be crossing the line. But no, in my mind, I go, why would leave the empty stickers there? Like now I kind of want to ask, were those people okay?
Yeah. There's 10 people now.
Because they had like a little sleeve of stickers, you know. I'm like, no, all I can think about is these women and men are being trafficked, and I need to know the end of the story. So what ended up happening with this?
He said that they got a flurry of text messages within 2 days of everyone seeing their photo, and the police services started looking to get in contact with them. I believe it was quickly resolved when they did realize that, in fact, this was a mistake, and this was indeed just his daughter. But they're starting to crack down on this stuff, I guess, and I don't know. There must have been something. Okay, well, here's the thing, though. I understand.
You think it was AI related?
No, I don't think it was AI related. I think
you can't just accuse somebody that looks funny when they go into a grocery store.
Well, that's what I'm
whatever.
thinking. Like, I'm okay with someone questioning someone who might be innocent. You never know. But don't blast it out on the internet with his face before knowing any proof that this guy is actually a trafficker. I mean, what if this guy was right in the middle of trying to get a job interview and they're looking down like,
oh, did I tell you my theory of the Epstein thing came true?
oh, God. No.
Well, because remember we were chatting about how many people are on the list and like the list,
The list.
and I was like, it's kind of sad is some people on that list probably are innocent because they're just working
Sure.
at the day,
All the ladies
at
on
the
The View.
house or
Mhm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm. They just happen to be at a party.
No, apparently, this is probably fake news though. Now that I think about it, apparently one of our congressmen released some names because he was like, we need to release the names, and it turned out to be a gentleman who was in the lineup with Epstein.
Oh, no.
So he had no real connection besides that.
Oh, when you mean lineup, you mean the police lineup?
Yeah.
He's already in there doing crime.
Well,
though,
no, you know how
some
they have
sort.
a lineup? They had to get like 4 other strangers.
Oh, right. And some of them might be completely just...
They're
Yeah.
just like, an off-duty cop or
Uh-huh.
whatever. But yeah, apparently one of them was that. And he's like, hey, that's not me. Like, stop doing that.
It's nuts. Well, you're right. There's a prophecy that has now come true. A dickism, as I like to call them.
Yeah. And I just want to remind the onesies, I'm not on the list.
No, you're not.
But no, I always thought about that. I was like, you know how many people, this guy's been working in whatever the job you want to call Epstein. And I was like, there's going to be someone on that list that's like the poor guy who delivered like the morning muffins. He's just like, I was just working on the street at the bakery, dude. Like,
I saw nothing. I heard nothing.
but yeah, apparently, I wonder if that's a fake story. Because that sounds too ridiculous.
This is crazy, Dick. I have a picture in there, a link to a picture I want you to show everybody for this next story. But minuscule cubicles known as coffin homes or coffin cubicles
What's your
are
deal
scattered
with death?
around Hong Kong's older districts.
Oh, I like this. What's the front
These
door look
are
like?
crazy. Have you ever seen or heard of coffin homes? They've been around since the 1950s. They've been, I guess, highly criticized for obvious reasons. But I guess there is a waiting period inside of Hong Kong where you have to establish residency for at least 7 years before you can be qualified for an actual home. So they have these coffin homes, which are about 15 square feet.
Is this the only one you can find?
I mean, there's tons of them. If you just Google coffin homes, you'll see tons of them.
Cool.
15 square feet for living, and they're just stacked on top of each other. And essentially, it's just a room for a mattress, a TV,
All right, I got a video.
a fan. This kind of looks like something you would do if you were in a gaming fit, to be honest with you. But this is
I wanted to see the doors. I want to see
how they get in and out of them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
'cause-
they're tiny.
All right.
It says 70 years later, though, they're still popular due to the institution of single-person scoring system.
Wait,
That's
is
right,
this
Dick.
guy
They have a
just-
scoring system to see if that you're eligible for public housing. And this is the waiting room, basically, that you have to get into.
What's this dude doing?
I mean, he's trying to eat, maybe?
Oh, they blurred out a cigarette, I think.
Cigarette. Now, I wasn't aware of this. This sounds absolutely
look-
terrifying.
Look at the mold.
The
Look at that.
the transfer of disease and germs, as you can imagine, is extremely high due to the close proximity of people basically living on top of each other. I mean, their kitchen is on top of their bed. Yeah, if you're watching, you get a pretty good idea what this looks like. It's very difficult to explain or articulate.
I think I would feel like a sewer person. Ooh, god dang.
I mean, they've just got.
What is going on with these gremlins that live in these holes?
And of course, there's no room for a bathroom, so the bathrooms are shared by multiple tenants of these coffin homes. Just absolutely tiny.
Look at this. This is what I want to see. Like you look. It's the hallway. Oh god.
Yeah. No, I think I'd have a bout of claustrophobia for sure. And in some cases, they have families living in there. You'll have two people sharing a coffin home. And I even saw one picture where they had a small child in there. Can you imagine trying to raise a child? You have to, I guess you could, if they're small enough, just hang them from the ceiling. Like you do with, you've seen like in young girls' rooms, they'll have their stuffed animals
Yeah.
in like a net at the corner of the room. Just throw your
That
kid up
looks
there.
nice.
Oh, yes, that's a very nice 1-bedroom, 0-bathroom apartment. Oh, yeah, look, you can see them. God, they almost look like Lego pieces stacked in there.
That's pretty wild, dude.
That is wild. Very, very wild. Mm-mm-mm.
How long would you live in one?
I don't know that I would last more than about a week.
Oh, I could probably do 7 years.
Oh, 7 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
But screw the wet market in Wuhan. This is where Corona came from, man. Look at this. This is
probably-
nasty.
I lived there for 7 years, buy the building, and then blow it up.
Well, speaking of interesting things, Dick, were you familiar? This says it came out in 2017. I had never heard of it. It missed me somehow. Of the Kissinger Kissing app. This was developed in the UK at a place called Imagineering Lab that allows you to, quote, connect
Oh yeah,
with your loved one.
I wanted to send you this. Like they have a new model where you can get like an actual physical thing.
Yes, that's what this is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you connect it to your smartphone, and it's a device where you put your lips up to it. And I've got some videos in here that if you want to.
I can't because the
Oh,
city building's like, hey, this
website
is
is blocked?
suspicious.
it's just vroom.com. Well, yeah, look it up. It's a great video, but basically has a device that you can press your lips up to, and someone who is connected on the other end
Here, I got it.
has
I got
a
a
receiver.
I got a video.
Can feel the sensations of this kiss on the other side of the world, so to speak. This is really weird, man. Really weird. And what's even weirder about it is it's just a flat surface. It doesn't look like a pair of lips.
I mean, I bet you if I lived in one of those coffin homes, I'd be all over this.
But the jokes write themselves.
This is great, dude. Oh,
A good thing they haven't partnered with the poop cam, huh? Because that would make for some interesting technology.
all right, kiss it already.
Yeah, I did see that video. This is a
Oh, there we go. Here we go.
place it upon your bum, kiss my rear. Again, if you're just watching and or listening and not watching, we've got two people here who are kissing each other from across the room with these two devices connected to their smartphones. I can't imagine. So this does say 2017. So I'm guessing this Kissinger app didn't quite take off the way they anticipated. Maybe because it's weird AF. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's too creepy, man. It's just too creepy. I mean, I guess as a gag gift, maybe for a long distance partner, perhaps. But yes, it says by kissing it, the pad it activates special pressure sensors and simulates the act of smooching, which can be felt by the person on the other end.
See, when I see this, I immediately think I'll be like one of those new age pimps with all my OnlyFans girls. And then you sell those with the girl. Like the girl's like, hey, just sell this contraption and they can kiss you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see you being really kinky with this. You're like, all right, sweetie, I'm going to kiss you goodnight. She puts her lips up there and immediately whoa, those aren't your lips. Get that thing away from me, you weirdo. I could tell the difference. That was more of a thud.
Yeah. I don't. Oh, man, I would have so much fun with that thing.
I know.
I'll leave it on her butt. I'm kissing your butt. Yeah. Yeah, that would, dude. There, you could do some weird stuff with that.
Yes, I'm aware.
I like it.
All right, man, it's a pretty good time to take
Maybe
a break.
you think that'd be one of those things I could leave in my bathroom?
Ooh, somebody just picks up and they're not sure what it is.
And
They're
they're
looking
like,
around.
yeah, and
You're on
there's-
the other end going,
Have a little speaker.
kiss it, kiss it,
Give me a kiss.
kiss it.
That. Why would they make this?
Again, it's for long distance, Stick, to bring people together.
No, I mean, like, I guess, like, with data, you could. I don't see. What's weird to me is, some company that makes robots is going to buy that company. This Kissinger app people. It's like, hey, we need data on kissing to make our robots feel more human. So we're gonna. I mean, I guess is that the long play here
I
for
guess
Kissinger?
so. I guess so. That probably wasn't their intended purpose, but maybe that's the unintended consequence of the Kissinger app.
I mean,
Cool name, though.
yeah,
I
but
do like it.
I don't. The need isn't there for me yet.
No, it really isn't. There was not a need for this.
But,
But FaceTime's
maybe,
good enough.
maybe when you're living in your coffin box, you gotta.
Like I said, I think there's going to be a lot more things done than kissing. All right, it's a pretty good time to
think
take a
so?
break. When we come back, we're going to discuss a little insider
Do you think they have one for like hitting?
trading. Oh, yeah, hitting.
Yeah, like I want to like slap you.
Little domestic violence. Yeah, sure. Here, put this up to your face, honey.
Because if I had a robot, I'd do that to you. I'm like, go to Andrew right now. Get him to like. I'm trying to think how would it make you spread your legs so I could
Whoa,
kick,
whoa.
so I could kick you.
Jeez, we need to go to break. Dick.
You don't think so? You
No.
don't find that funny?
No.
If I had my robot attack you?
No, I don't actually.
No, that's too bad.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Well, to the audience of one show.
Yes, to
Yeah.
the audience what show?
Car enthusiasts of Conroe, FM 104.5 and 106.1 Lone Star Community Radio invites you to shift into gear every Monday from 1 to 2 with Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy for news on all things automotive in the greater Houston-Conroe area. Can't make a live show? We've got you covered. You can find all of our uncut content, including full episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Play Store, YouTube, Facebook, and irlonestar.com. Again, that's Mondays 1 to 2, Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy. See you there.
And we back to the Audience One show here at Lone Star Community Radio. Having fun with my buddy Andrew over here. Maestro of the mic. Is that what you dubbed yourself?
Run sheet. Maestro of the run sheet, sir. Get it straight.
Yeah, I've only heard it over 100 times.
During the break, we went into some deep, detailed conversations about how Dick would be using that Kissinger app, and I'm really glad that it never took off, because I think this guy would have them as access to different rooms in his house. To enter this room, you must give me kiss.
give me a kiss.
So nasty. Putting different various
Oh,
body parts
man.
on it. Oh my god.
I would do that.
Right, yeah. What are you talking about?
Well, we didn't really think that through because it requires somebody else on the other side to do the
Yes.
kissing. You can't
Yes.
just like pre-program it.
No.
And if you could pre-program it, that'd be great.
So that you can go back later and feel it?
Yeah.
This was from
I
an hour
got
ago.
my voicemails, my voice kisses.
This is a stale kiss. I want a fresh one, baby. Oh my god. All right, everybody.
Why do they make that?
Make sure to like, share, subscribe, follow all of our socials, our YouTubes, our podcasts, whatever. It would really help us out.
I would just care
guys.
if they just listen to the show.
Just listen.
I wouldn't care about our
Fridays,
social
10
media.
a.m. Well, it's all related.
No, I think this show's more like strictly podcast underground.
You know, that's true. Because when you're not paid for anything and you're not worried about making money, you can basically say whatever you want.
Yeah, it's great. But one thing I do encourage the onesies to do is email us funny stories.
I got 0 this
because
week.
this
Super disappointed.
I was disappointed no one sent me the Kissinger app.
well, I
And
did. You're welcome.
That right there is right up our wheelhouse because now I'm going to be thinking about it all day. That's audienceofoneshow@gmail.com. Send the link, articles there.
The Kissinger.com is still a valid domain.
But
I
it's
visited.
not. It's not the app.
And it does look like you can order them, but on the sides, everything is very, very dated. It says something about 2012, 2015.
Yeah.
So the domain's still there, but I don't think they didn't quite get the funding that they needed.
Oh, I can't buy this now.
Don't believe so. Don't believe so.
Man.
Sorry to disappoint, buddy. Yeah, sorry to disappoint. Speaking of disappointing, do you remember, man, I'm going to say it was probably 10 years ago or so, Tony the Tiger, yes, that Tony the Tiger,
The Frosted Flakes?
Frosted Flakes guy, had to
Okay.
take a break from social media because he kept getting harassed by furries. Do you remember this story, or did I just dream this? Because, you know, each one of these brands will have some kind of presence
I'm just going to let you know, Andrew.
on social media.
I don't follow Tony the Tiger.
I don't either.
Unless it was a dark. It seems like a dark period for you because you remember this.
They were sending him like sexual posts and things. And Tony the Tiger finally had to like mute his account.
Oh,
I think so, man. Yeah, it was like 2018 or something like that. I'll have to look it up here in a second.
yeah, but do you think it was real furries doing it, or you think it was just internet trolls?
It was probably a little bit of both. And I think if I were a true furry, I would be upset by the trolls.
What was the? Oh, what was it? Surge, that soda drink.
Well, AOO had their own geeked soda.
No,
yes.
what was it? They had. I think it was Surge. They're renaming flavor or something, and they did an online voting deal, and like number 2 was like Adolf Hitler. as
That's
a,
why you cannot trust
as a
the
flavor.
public.
You're just sitting there going like,
I'll have a large Adolf, please.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
like that is. Well, was that kind of like that Bodie McBoat,
You're right. Bodie McBoatface.
which actually went through? I think.
With a side of Stalin, please. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
Bodie McBoatface, they actually did go through. And if you don't know what we're talking about, this was a boat that was,
Was it a tugboat?
yeah, it was a tugboat, I suppose. And they put the naming of the tugboat out to the public. This was in like the UK or something.
Bodie McBoatface.
Bodie McBoatface won. Yeah, I
like
looked
it.
it up. It says Tony the Tiger's silent Twitter exodus is blamed on furries, but advertising
They're the
laws
scapegoat.
You think?
That's a scapegoat.
This was dated
They're innocent.
2018. Yeah.
They're innocent.
This is great.
You
man.
ever been to like a furry thing?
No, Dick, I haven't. Tell me all about your last furry convention. you
No,
went
we
to.
were. I forgot where it was. We were at a convention hotel, and they were having a furry convention. And that was really funny to me. Because like occasionally you just see one
just random out by himself.
just one, and you're like,
I would say if I saw just one, it would be stranger if I saw like 3 or 4
yeah,
together.
that's what I thought.
Because you have animals travel in packs.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I thought.
But
you
one
see-
by himself,
you
he's
see-
going for it.
Like,
man.
like random things, like you're like going to your car and you see one walk in, or like you're getting on the elevator,
what kind of car
one's
does
leaving the elevator. Like, why is there always one?
what kind of car do you think a furry would drive?
I think like a Corolla or something.
You think? Okay.
Well, I imagine it has to be bigger because they got to fit it. Do you think they wear the costume while driving?
Take the head off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know anything about the furry community? They're people too.
Underneath,
Yeah.
we're all just the
We're
same
not-
underneath.
We're not talking about the crazy Japanese dog guy.
Yeah, that was hyper realistic furry.
Yeah. They don't hyper realistic furry world. They don't drive and do all that stuff. They do pretty much everything else as a furry.
Well, Tony the Tiger was apparently accosted by them years ago and had to go
Oh.
silent. R.I.P. to his account. I'm sure it's back on now. Dick, have you ever microwaved something that wasn't microwavable, but you did it anyways? In other words, was not a recommended method of heating on the side of the box or whatever.
No, I've accidentally put foil in there one time.
Yeah, that's always exciting. Or a light bulb.
Like,
On
like
accident,
a little
of course.
piece of it. I didn't know it was in the thing, and I was like, oh, guess there's foil in it.
Your dog Freddy gets scared, right?
I forgot. Oh, what was it? I was living with somebody, and they freaking put a bowl, and I forgot what exactly it was, but it melted the roof of the microwave, and I was like, "Yeah, you can't do that. That's why you."
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically anything is microwavable, but I bought some like flautas or something the other day, like what I assumed were microwavable flautas. When I got home to eat them, I'm looking on the box and there's only like air fryer and oven instructions. I'm like, well, I ain't got 10 minutes to air
Did it
fry
blow
this
up?
guy, so I put it in the microwave. Man, no, it didn't blow up, but it turned into like this wet noodle flauta that was just pathetically limp and kind of whitish, almost translucent. I ate it
I thought it was,
anyways.
I thought it was pretty good.
No, it tasted so gross. But I didn't
is
think
funny,
I didn't
dude.
think really that there was food out there that wasn't at least microwavable now. But I guess I'm here to
I
tell
don't.
you.
I'm be honest. I don't really microwave a lot of stuff. So the only thing I probably microwave butter more than anything to soften it up. That's about it. Because I ain't got time.
Well, that's what
to
I
wait.
thought. Well, next time I did put it in the oven because this package had several, and the difference between the two outcomes could not be more different from each other. It actually did resemble something that was edible. And shockingly, it did taste better after it was in the air fryer, not a limp noodle flauta, or whatever the heck you want to call it. I don't know. It's terrible. Dick, did you ever watch, when you were a kid, MacGyver?
Yeah.
So did I. It was awesome. What was your favorite episode, Dick? Rank the MacGyver episodes. Go
don't
ahead.
know.
Go ahead. The forum is yours.
I mean, I don't really remember it. I remember watching it.
The actor's name was Richard Dean Anderson, and I don't think this guy could ever escape the typecasting that
Well,
he
he's
got.
Captain O'Neill to me
Is he? He's always MacGyver to me in my heart.
because he's in Stargate.
Yeah.
And
well,
I definitely watch Stargate more than MacGyver.
do you think any of the other actors would ask him to make stuff out of like roll of duct tape and a yo-yo and some
No, I
yarn?
think there was a couple jokes in Stargate about
Right?
that. But
Hey man, can you make a snare to catch a possum or something for me real quick? Shut up.
no, I think he was.
If I did see him out in the wild, that's the first thing I'm going to ask. I'm just going to hand him some random stuff that are in my
He's
pants,
great, dude.
like in the seat of my couch cushions, and just hand it to him. Here, do something with this, dude.
Yeah, Stargate's more my flow than MacGyver.
It was probably a little bit before your time, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you were little. I was a little older, and yeah,
Yeah,
would
people don't know you're like 20 years older than me.
not quite 20.
I feel like it's 20. The way you talk about MacGyver.
I mean, it was the 80s. It wasn't that long ago, was it? Or was it the 90s? Was MacGyver the 80s or the 90s?
I don't know.
I think it was the late 80s, early 90s. I don't know.
We can look it up.
Nah, that's too easy.
That means I have to get up. I'm just kidding.
Oh, man. Dick, are you familiar with what photo sneeze reflex is? It's also known as the Achoo syndrome,
Oh, great.
which is a contrived acronym for...
1985, first episode.
Oh, my God, I am old. It's a contrived acronym for autosomal dominant compelling helio-ortholamic outbursts. Basically, what this is people sneeze when they see brighter lights than what they were.
Oh, that's fun.
So, like, if you were inside of a building and you stepped outside on a sunny
Yeah.
day, the reaction,
So if I like
Is
have one of
to-
those strobe light flashlights, I can get them.
I mean, maybe that might cause a... I don't know.
Oh god.
But it is inherited and congenial, which
Oh,
means you can
wow.
catch it from your parents. That causes sneezing in response to numerous stimuli,
How many people are
such as
affected with
looking
this?
at bright lights or periocular, which is surrounding the eyeball. It affects 18 to 35% of the world's population, which means we've met somebody, most likely,
Maybe I have
with
it.
the Achoo syndrome. Yeah, I was going to ask you. You ever met anybody who walks outside and starts sneezing?
I don't document every time I sneeze.
I mean, I'm sure it's happened. I've been with somebody that has this malady, and you just assume they had a sneeze. They say that if you wear like sunglasses, it helps. You know, if you put them on right before you go, yeah, as he puts on his shades, right before you go outside, it can sort of mask that. But no, this is crazy, man. People sneezing.
I guess I could tell people that if I wear sunglasses inside. I'm like, I'm just trying not to sneeze. Be cool.
It does say here that the sneezes generally occur in bursts of 1 to 10 sneezes, were followed by a refractory period. We know you know all about refractory periods that can be as long as 24 hours. So after you've gotten it out of your system, you're good for the day. So I think I would do that bright and early. Just wake up, go outside, sneeze, and get it out of the way.
That's pretty wild.
It is. Yeah, it says the reflex seems to be caused by a change in light intensity rather than by a specific wavelength of light. I don't know what all that means. I guess wavelengths might be different colors. Red lights have different wavelengths than blue lights
Yeah.
or white lights. So this is just the intensity, the brightness, which is why I said you can be in a building where you've got lights on, but go outside and it's even brighter.
Is that your sneeze?
It's my fake sneeze.
That's disturbing.
A survey conducted at the School of Optometry and the University of Alabama at Birmingham found that 67% of the respondents who identified as photic sneezers were female and really white, because 94% of them were Caucasian. So this is a white chick syndrome is what this
Jesus.
is. It does also
What
say
this is not real.
that photic sneezing was significantly correlated with those possessing a deviated nasal septum. Don't you suffer from that?
I have a deviated septum.
Yeah. So you may have this and not even know it, Dick.
Okay.
Dick, we talk about artificial intelligence a lot on this show, and
I love
this
it.
episode is not going to be any different. But this is great. Were you aware that kids are now using AI to create fake sporting highlight reels?
Good for them.
To submit to colleges and recruiters for college
Good for
scholarships. I have some videos in this link I want you to show because you
trying
can
to
see
find
some of the fake and ridiculous
All right, I got one.
AI videos. Some of them look funny. Others look kind of real enough to fool people. But I think if you are a, what do they call them, a scout, you need to be on the lookout for kids who are now like, look at me, bro. I run a 3.540.
This sucks.
No, you should be able to hit play on that.
Yeah, but it's like as big as.
Oh, it doesn't blow. Well, that I don't know. But look, this guy launches one out to the moon and back. I just got a cannon of an arm, man. I can't help it. But it is like cheating on a test, man. You don't want to know all the answers to the questions. You want to make sure that you put a few in there where you just look like you've got some skills. You don't want to look like, Marcus Allen out there. I get a nice
Yeah, it's
modern
not very
reference.
smart.
No, right. You can't look like someone like me looking like I'm jumping from the free throw line and slamming it in. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
That's not very smart.
I am starting to think, though, if you're a teenager today and you manage to somehow not use AI, generative AI or otherwise, in 20 years, you're going to be the smartest person in the room. Because we are
No,
getting
because
so
the AI is
much
going to be in your head already.
It's going to be implanted.
Yeah, dude, that's coming.
I did hear that the Pope is asking priests not to use AI to create sermons.
That's good.
Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you're a priest. You have one job. And now we're so lazy that we're typing in Sunday sermon, enter.
So I
I gotta
told
make
you,
some highlight reels.
I went to school with a bunch of theologists, and a bunch of them were becoming preachers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I always enjoyed talking to them about their studies, right? Because I go where I was talking to him, I was like, it's really funny. You got this guy over here. He wants to go to law school, so he's doing the poli-sci and doing all that kind of stuff, government stuff. And like, you're over here, you're just learning the Bible so you can write an essay that you can read out loud to people every Sunday.
It's a good gig if you can get it. Now they don't even have to do it. Just AI writes it for them.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to ask my chat GPT to write me out a sermon and see what it says.
Well, because I remember having
don't have
conversations with them.
ChatGPT.
I was like, it sounds to me like you have to go out and get out into life and have those experiences so you can write better.
Yeah.
So I was always encouraging them to come to the bar with me, but they never wanted to go.
Yeah, use me as an example on Sunday morning of what not to do.
No, I always do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just know I experience a lot of wild stuff that you can reflect on.
And I guess, getting back to this...
They took my beans. You took my beans.
These AI
like
artificial...
That'd be a great story.
It would be. Getting back to these AI highlight reels, I guess if you make it out to be where you're this amazing wide receiver who can just separate from the defender, the safety, really easily, and then you get out there and you get your scholarship. Nowadays, with so much money in college ball, I guess by the time they figure out that you're really not what you say you are,
Yeah.
you've already made a cool $2 or $3 million, and it doesn't matter because this stuff's all going to catch up with you at some point, right?
Well, I don't see this working at all because there's still stats.
Right, yeah. Where is this in the stat book? But I guess this is also, it's like one of those slippery slope things where the scout is too lazy to then go and verify this stuff.
Yeah, he's not.
It looks fine.
That's more of a person problem, not like. Because I mean, you can always change some highlight reels to make it look like a better play, but he still got the touchdown. Say.
Right, just kind of look at this lateral movement.
So like, there's
Juke
I
the
can
guy.
see that happening, but again, it's like you're hurting they know they're hurting themselves if they're doing this because they got to perform that in real life again.
But in the metaverse, it'll all be AI.
I'm trying to think of there is probably a way to like cheat the sports system, but I don't know what it would be.
We're gonna figure it out. Stick around, folks. Onesie LLC
I mean,
is
I
going
would do it to
figure
like
out.
put someone else down.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, say you and I are competing for the same spot. I'd be like, "Hey, AI, do a video of Andrew doing heroin," and then you put that out to the scouts. But he does heroin.
I think you could just have one where you're dunking on me and your shorts hit me in the face as you fly over me.
No, this isn't Along Came Polly, dude. That's the only thing.
Make it right!
That's the only thing I can think of. It's like make someone look bad.
Your sweaty chest smushes into my face.
Yeah. Like here's Andrew knocking over a kid.
And then he pushes an old lady out of the way
Yeah.
before he crosses the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's him running a 4.440, though, so it all evens out. Did you hear about these allegations against Mr. Beast last week for alleged insider trading on Kalshi? Now, it wasn't against Mr. Beast himself, but it was against somebody who worked for him. It says his name is Artem Kaptur, and he's accused of using proprietary information on Mr. Beast gathered during his time working on some of his creative content. And I can't see, this is what's crazy about these poly markets and prediction websites, is that you can bet on produced things in cases where there's 10s, 20, 100, maybe even 1,000 people who already know the outcome of this content because they were there on the production team. You can then use that information as inside information and place some bets on Kalshi, whether or not he's going to make a video on fill in the blank. And of course, this guy knew. And it says here that he only placed like $4,000 in bets and won $5,400. So it's not like this is that much money. I guess because this man probably wasn't being paid a lot of money, didn't have a lot of money to make large bets. But he got banned from the betting service for 2 years and fined $20,000. But aren't there guys who are betting much, much larger amounts and kind of getting away with this? Seems like...
Well, what's strange is it doesn't really give you any details. He was just betting on things that people were betting on the channel.
Yes, that things that would happen or occur on the channel, but these are produced videos. So he
Yeah.
knew they were either going to... And again, this is like the AI video. You don't want to get everything right. You don't want to run 4.540 and have run for 500 yards in one game. You got to screw... You don't want to know all the answers to the test when you're cheating. Get a few wrong. It's kind of amazing luck. I don't know, man.
Yeah, well, I feel like you're always going to run into these kind of situations, especially if you can bet on anything.
That's what I'm saying. I can't believe these
So
Kalshi and prediction poly market websites allow you to bet on this stuff. It's just too easy to cheat. There's people who know the outcome already on some of the things. Even some of our military operations. Well, when we went in and took that guy out in Venezuela, right? Didn't somebody make a ton of money because they...
well, I think that was date driven though, wasn't it?
I mean, he still knew it was coming. Right?
Well, yeah, it was date. It was like, before Christmas or whatever.
But I don't think that guy got in trouble. And this guy, meanwhile, made $1,400 and they banned him for 2 years.
Well, he's a small fish. He was easy to catch.
It was easy to catch, right? Let this guy try and make a little extra dough.
Like,
you know
don't-
Mr. Beast ain't paying him worth of
Well,
crap.
don't you, first off, when you create an account with Kelsey, don't use your real name.
Richard Schisler IV.
Come on now.
69.
You think that's how it'd make?
Yeah, that throws him off the scent.
It's 7-6, dog.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
I'm with the new times. Isn't that what it means now?
6, 7. You moron.
Or is it 6-7? I have no idea. Oh man.
The committee found reasonable cause to conclude that Captor traded while employed or legally affiliated with a source agency for Mr. Beast, which I said constitutes the insider trading part. So this guy is in trouble. In trouble.
Yeah.
Dick, Burger King. I know that you're kind of a fan of Burger King, or it's just the fact that it's close by,
Not really.
is testing AI-powered headsets that can recite receipts, alert managers when inventories are low, and even track how friendly employees are to their customers. That's right. If you're not saying please and thank you enough, you're now getting tracked at Burger King. Oh, boy.
You know, what's funny to me about these scenarios
This is going to go over great.
is when companies get to this point where this information is vital to the success of the company.
Uh-huh.
At one point, it doesn't become useful. And I think we're getting to that point.
I think we're getting so reliant on AI. Like I said, if you're a kid that can manage not to use it, you're going to be the smartest person in the room, because this is now telling people what to say, how to say it, and how to make how to make the recipes through an earpiece in their ear. It's an app called Patty. A voice talks to the employees through their headsets. If the drink machine is too low on Diet Coke, Patty will tell the store's manager. If a customer uses a QR code to report
I can see that, but when it comes to interacting with the customer,
tell them she looks pretty today.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
The app told me to do it.
It's not going to work out, dude.
You
Because
want,
all it takes is one unhappy customer to blow it up.
you want
and be
cheese
like,
on them buns, sweetie?
Yeah, give it a southern accent or something like sweet cupcake.
It says it's not about scoring individuals or enforcing scripts. It's about reinforcing great hospitality and giving our managers helpful real-time insights so they can recognize their teams more effectively.
I mean, I can
Big brother, man.
I get the soda thing, and I get maybe extreme time tracking.
But this has tips on recipes too. And also, it's tracking what they're saying because it knows if you're not saying please and thank you. You notice this is
yeah.
at Burger King and not at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
Because those kids,
they get
they're next
brainstormed. Or not brainstormed.
brainwashed.
Brainwashed.
I mean, maybe. Chick-fil-A, we love you. If you'd like to sponsor or donate to the Audience One Show, please feel free.
Do you think those kids go home and say that kind of stuff to their parents?
No, but I can see how this might be the next step, how you can strap a headset on your kid, and then he walks around with it all day, and then the parents can monitor if he says naughty words.
Or you can do something where, like, say you raised a bad kid, just make him work at Chick-fil-A.
Right. I'm going to banish you. No, I want Burger King.
No, they'll get some manners.
But Burger King's not the only one. It's other stores inside the Yum brands. They were partnering with this group. It's owned by NVIDIA. That's KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. We're all thinking about toying with this idea, the Please and Thank You app.
I like it.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
I want some more of it. All right, man. It's a pretty good time for the quick hit here at the end of the show.
Okay.
Dick, do you know who Ellen Church is?
No.
Ellen Church was the first female flight attendant. She was a trained nurse and pilot. But hey,
Sure.
she is a female, so, we're not going to let you actually fly the plane. But we'll let you serve some drinks. How's that sound? She wanted to pilot commercial aircraft, but those jobs were not open to women. Still wanting to fly, Church successfully worked to convince Boeing Air Transport that using nurses as flight stewardesses would increase safety and help convince passengers that flying was safe.
Oh, smart lady.
This is ingenious. This lady wanted to get in the air so bad, she's like, all right, you male bastards, I'll show you. I'll just, I'll come in. Of course, she still had to wear a short skirt, something that showed
No, I don't think they
something that
I don't
showed
think
some,
they had that in the 30s.
some
dude.
cleave, She had to do
It
something.
wasn't until like the 70s they started getting a little loose with it.
Right, they started basically
I
like,
know my stewardess history. Here.
basically like pole dancers. In the 70s, anything went. God, I wish I could have air traveled in the 70s. It does look amazing. This lady was awesome. I'm just handing onesie of the week to
Man, again with these Wikipedias. Did you read the whole thing?
I may not have. Yes, go ahead.
The last line in her biography?
Oh, nice. I was going to say why she died so early. She only lived to be 60 years old. Dick, why did she pass
Well,
away?
it says, I love how they do this. In 1964, she married Leonard Briggs Marshall, president of the Terre Haute First National Bank. A horse riding accident ended her life in 1965.
That's it. That's
There
it.
you go.
And that's the end of it. Yeah, she dies riding a horse. Well, I guess she technically wasn't riding it. She was more like falling off of it. But this is what's interesting about this. At the time, stewardesses or sky
You were
girls...
falling off a horse? It hurts.
It does. Had to be registered nurses, single, younger than 25 years old, and weigh less than 115 pounds.
Where is this?
Standing less than 5 feet 4 inches tall. The first stewardesses, or sky girls, as they were called. I'm sure that was an unintended consequence of her being a trailblazer in the female aeronautical industry, or whatever you want to call it. Like, dang it. At least we're in there, guys. One step at a time, baby steps.
Well, my favorite are her credentials because you can say all day, "Oh, I'm a nurse and I can help people," but then you can be like, "But I'm also a pilot."
And I'm 26 and 5'5".
And well, the weight thing I get,
What?
but the weight thing,
Uh-huh.
weight's extremely important to aircrafts.
It is, but 115 is quite light, Nick, and especially at 5'4".
No, I
mean,
don't
that's-
care. I'm just saying they have to put weight limits on things, and I think the same things go for pilots and stuff.
Do pilots have a weight limit?
I'm pretty sure they fire people for being fat.
I don't believe that the stewardesses have quite the stringent range of lbs they can have on them as they do back in the day. Do now as they did back in the day. If I had to guess, 115 pounds. Man.
Yeah, that's tiny. I
pretty
don't.
small.
No. I'm not trying to talk about if they're fat or not. I'm just meant more of I know weight is a thing with planes.
It is. No, it absolutely is. Of course, they have to know exactly how much gas to use, and if it's got too much weight, it won't get up into the air and defy the laws of physics.
But I do like how she was a pilot. That's
Yes.
like the coolest thing.
But here, how I can fly this thing, but let me serve you some coffee first.
No, she's the backup.
Yeah. All right, Ellen Church, you are our audience of one.
Yeah, I give it to
onesie
you.
of the week. Despite not being a great horseback rider, we're still going to give it to you.
Well, maybe it was a horse's fault.
It could have been. It really could have been.
Horses get spooked.
They do. They do. All right, buddy, that's all I've got. Ta-da.
Okay,
You're staring at me. I'm done, man.
that was cool.
It was cool.
Well, it was fun. A short episode.
Was it really?
Well, I meant between recording periods.
Oh. Yeah, we're putting this one in the can early, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll be traveling. Maybe I'll have some travel stories next week. I don't know.
Well, you know what you need to do? That history of this woman, you'll be a big hit if you bring that up to the stewardess.
Yeah, they probably know about it.
Especially that 115-pound nitbit right there. Be like, hey, did you know? Did you know?
You look like you might be about 125.
That's really smart. All right, onesies, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, we're here every Friday at 10 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio and podcasts. So make sure to subscribe on whatever podcast format you listen on. And if you don't find us, let us know. We might put it on there. I mean, if I get around to it. Other than that, make sure to donate or consider sponsoring Audience of One. We have some fun. Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.